Hey everybody, welcome back to the random bars that dictate my life. Let's go red. Let's go 4. Is my internet actually working? No, it's not. Do we do it? No. Yes. Dude, I'm telling you. We'll start going down. What were we talking about before? Why the media pushes this stuff? Let's hold on. So we're talking about the progressive culture. Why? The big question, why? My internet is still not working, dude. I mean, it's working, but I have 2 connections to this computer. One's supposed to be like the Fallout. One's supposed to be the initial, one's supposed to be the Fallout. Hold on. Maybe that did it. Just give me a minute inside. I mean, when else am I going to do this? Okay, it's just not going to work. And we're going to be red barred forever. Perhaps. Alright, well, I'll just keep going anyway. We'll deal with it as much as we can. Just can't have nice things. So what is the, why is this such an appeal? Because to me, and this is honestly where it comes from, if you do any kind of research, you look at any history, I'm not even talking about the past 50 years, because I told this to somebody. You can look bad on YouTube, it's okay, man. I look worse than everybody. Oh my gosh. I'm afraid to go out there. The freaking gravitational gremlins are just going to pull me in. Anyway, I tried to say, I talk with people about this constantly. Somebody who's a Bernie advocate say, yeah, but history is made by white people, the victors. And, you know, besides you know, you have to believe, you have to trust people who write things down. If not, you look for corroborating evidence, which is a thing. And you make your judgments from there, which is how you can make sure that history is correct. So it's a bit, and if you start losing faith in that, like, why trust anything? Why believe anything is anything? You know, what's your standard? Is it you had to be there? Well, how do we know the dinosaurs exist? Now you can never prove them. Good job. You have to be consistent with this kind of stuff. Please knock them back, or just, that's fine too. So I said, no, it's not even that, man. In the last 50 years, look at Cuba. Well, I guess it's 70 years or so. Look at Cuba. Look at Venezuela. Those are countries that Bernie said, because he was a socialist. He says, I'm a socialist, and he seats for Bernie Sanders, which makes sense. He's just like, I'm like, look at the past 50 years, these countries that say they're socialistic, and they turn into communistic, and then their countries die, and the people are eating dogs, eating their family pets. Like, where does that, why does it get from point A to Z so quick? Where they believe and they have moments of just amazingness and flourishing for like, and not even a whole generation. And then, you know, things get pretty bad. Yeah, the progressive side. So look at our culture right now. We have a whole bunch of clickbait. What are we playing right now? We're playing a game that makes cool, cute little like chink chink noises whenever you pick up loot. The eye candy. When you think with your eyes and listen with your feelings, and listen with your eyes, roughly devoid of a conscience. I mean, that's huge. So in a world where things and the dramatic pulls at you, and this all started with like the freaking reality TV shows, dude, I swear. I guess he got eaten. Teleporter. We can save him. Don't let him die. Because you appeal to the dramatic, you appeal to the sensational. So what do you have to do? If, let's say there's something, or anybody, say you yourself had a bad past, what do? You remember your past, or you remember what you once were, or you remember what you should be. And then you go either toward or away a direction of either holiness or rehabilitation or something like that, right? You have to have a direction that follows. There's a thing in the economy called scarcity of scarcity, which is basically where America is right now. It kind of like, once people don't have a way to go, and like Nietzsche came up with this too. He's like, you need a master slave race. You need one to dictate the other one. Otherwise, The master race itself will just have a heck of a time, and it will destroy the... Oh, I can't move. It will destroy the foundations that it's built on. It'll just start scratching away at them. So we have this very sensationalistic type of atmosphere. What do you have to do in order to look you have to, and see what problems you should avoid or what solutions you should run to? Well, you have to read history. You have to see. That's a great example of why wisdom is important. Why you need to, strongly study where people have been, what works, what does not, and being in the martial arts, I mean, this is just hugely true. All right, we kick a certain way, we punch a certain way because it has been known to be true, not because we know it's horrible, and we do this based on experience. Why did I go back here? Oh no. Oh, please, just let me in. Right back here. Whenever you're ready. Dude, that was like a sneeze that sort of half comes out. Now we're on fire. 7. Please don't hit me. Are we on fire? We're not on fire. Okay. Oh my gosh, dude. How do you play in this miasma of crap? So it takes some study, right? To even the presidential candidates, Elizabeth Warren is probably the worst, who lied and said she was fired from a job because she got pregnant. Straight up lie, because they have her on camera, or on audio rather. I didn't see the camera footage of her saying, no, I decided to leave. She also lied about being an American Indian for like 10 years while she was a professor. So just because you're smart doesn't mean you can't say lies. All right, all the scientists and stuff, like, this is where philosophy comes into science. You need to have a philosophy and a worldview that's coherent and cohesive if you're going to do the sciences. They have been quoted before of saying things like, we cannot let a divine foot in the door. And this was when they were discovering about unleashing the evidence that the universe had a beginning. Is that... Oh, that assumes that if it had a beginning, there must be some sort of creative being. Mike, fight fire with fire. There must be some sort of creative personal being. Why is it personal? Because only beings... Because in order to create, you have to... Oh, my face. You have to choose to create. And only people, only characters, only persons choose. Alright? You can't choose, you're just an automaton. And that's where you try to say mathematics causes everything. We're all deterministic. Then you have Stephen Hawking saying, we are deterministic, but because we don't know what we're determined to be, we might as well just straight up not be. And that's a philosophical scientific statement. Not true, as far as I'm concerned. But dude, it's amazing the amount of, like, just, it takes work, man. And then you add the families splitting apart. You don't have a father and a mother solid figure to show what a stable relationship looks like, and so no one teaches them how to be strong. Everybody just becomes like a helicopter parent. They want to protect their kid, or a bulldozer parent. They get rid of all the problems. Or you need safe rooms. You got to go to this place, and no one's allowed to say anything conflicting. All these things where you could just build calluses on yourself, make yourself as a character stronger and smarter, and be just fine. So, my rough answer anyway. As our bars continue to hop up and down. Because we live in a very capitalistic computer world. I have no, Come back, man. I did not spend money on my machinery. Same computer I've been using to play this game since like 2013. I think. 2014. Something like that. I know we got a new one, but it's like nothing. It was a new one, but it was still built in the same time period. Put it that way. So you know this is the fire one, right? So here we go. Take your time, Tan. It's all good. Oh, he's got the hammer. This guy's smart, dude. Wish I could do that with this weapon. Give me some people collision. We'll keep him alive. Dude, I can't help it. That was a good decision. I know he wanted to change weapons. Oh, we're not on fire. We are on fire. Please. Thank you. Blah, blah, to your face. Welcome to the Mountain Pain Train, boys. Jaw, jaw. There's nothing demeaning about, like, being ended in an area like this. It happens to the best of us. Like, I'm just saying, I probably will fall in here if I don't watch myself. Then again, dude, we slay legions. Imagine if this game was like Catacomb Kids. Holy crap. Every one of these enemies could kill me in one hit. I mean, we could get to that point, but we feel relatively safe. Our shield can dodge every hit. That's not guaranteed in that game. You fight an orc in real life. I mean, you gain levels, sure, that's great. But, like, you play a Dean... what happened? Doesn't even happen in Risk of Rain. Maybe it does, I'm just not aware of it. And I hear tiny feet. The tiniest feet in the house. Nope, actually that's not true. Baby Khan's in the house. Hello. Oh no. Are you still watching Pokemon? Oh. What happened? Oh! I can tell. I cannot move. You're watching what? Larva? Oh, the larva show where they have no arms and they're really weird? Alright. That's good. Does that make you smarter? Makes you sicker. Did you see that guy walk through a wall? I can't swing my sword. Oh no. Look, okay. Can't. We'll get him out. We'll get him out. Where is it? There's our shield bash. We're such a disarray. I'm just gonna throw a charge out there. You know what? Let's get out of here. What am I doing? Anyway, history. Learn while you can. Research things. Make your mind smarter. Hiss like a cat, like my daughter is back here. I mean, she reads every day, don't you? She reads her. I gave her manga, Pokemon, Legend of Zelda. She reads her. She has a book she has to read at school. This guy's smart. Oh, this guy's all elemental weapons. I understand, Tan, why you're like, yo, at least let me swap. There are more cheeses right there. We're gonna have lunch soon, so don't eat the whole box. It's for your lunch tomorrow. Daddy-daughter time sometimes spent in separate caves. Do I do this? Well, maybe. It did work. Okay, good. Start doing the Michael Jackson electric slide. Things just don't make sense. Okay. Oh! Jeez, I went the wrong way. I'm so sorry. I'm guessing our boy Volcanic is probably going to go idle here in a minute. Like, inactive. Sometimes you gotta. I understand. Thank you, Tan. You're a beautiful human being. I might... Oh, jeez. Oh, hey. I'm going to... Can we swing? We can stutter swing. You know, if I could bring those robots down with me, I absolutely would. I'm sorry. Totally missed. I'll hit this guy who's not hurting anybody. The extent of my power. Or maybe I'll just cancel all my own attacks through my beautiful connection. I'm so sorry. This is probably very frustrating to watch. It's also equally frustrating to play, and I get to experience all the whole myriad of bars. The high bar, the low bar, the 3 bar, the 2 bar, the inconsistent bar. Holy crap, man. I just go everywhere. So I'm going to try to fix it right now. Hold on. You want me to go get him? I'm probably going to kick him. I mean, that's not poor form, right? He didn't say he was leaving. Didn't say I'll be right back. And I'm not giving you an invite to come back in. I think that's acceptable. Anyway, that's my opinion. Relativity, go. This is just not... Oh. I think I did it. Maybe I did. We'll just hear that noise till the end of time. You think I'm going to change weapons? You're done. No, we did not. I can't, dude. This is why I don't stream. Oh my gosh, I think we've done it. Alright, give me a second. Connect to this sucker. EULD. Sign me up, man. Alright, I think we did it. Alright, look. Oh! Muscle our way to the button. There we go. Give me a second. Let's disconnect the other one. Yep. Please. Please. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We can do this. Okay. This is the better connection. It's working. You should see this rig setup I got, dude. I got tiny external fans helping me out. But you know what? This is way smoother. Sorry it took so long. I don't play this game as often as I should. I don't know. Dude, Catacomb Kid's probably one of the hardest and best games I've played. Like, he's saying, the creator, because if you go on his Discord, he streams like every Friday, just about. So he's working on the game constantly, which is amazing. For that little, like, 8-bit game, which is so smooth, and has so many interactions, which are really cool. But he says he's gonna have a roguelite atmosphere to it. I'm not sure if that's a good idea. I like the whole concept of the game being like, you can die from a spike at any moment. Like, you might think you're okay. You might be level 25. You still only have like 10 HP. And you can get two-shotted by, or one-shotted even. No, you know what? I think one-shot's actually gone from the game. Because even he was like, yeah, it's too much. But you could be two-shotted by anything. Fallen spikes, well, you're down to 1 health. We'll give you one more chance. Whose fault was it that you fell on the spikes? You missed up one jump. That's what you get. Please. It's Varkus. So, anyway. Just, make yourself better. The thing our country tries to do, besides ignoring mortality and also ignoring the youth, you know, we say it's a person's right to kill a baby whenever they want to. We say we don't take care of the elderly. We put them into homes. You know, we're too busy for that kind of thing. We ignore both ends of the spectrum. Why nothing spot? Okay, I just lost connection. Just give me a minute. We'll come back, maybe. Nope. Or not. Hey, yeah, there we go. We just lost connection. There we go. Wait a minute. Bring me back, yo, to Paradise City. The grass is green and the girls are pretty. This is very confusing to me because, like, it still says 4. You'd think there'd be an outage there. So while we wait for the planets to align again. No internet secured. I disbelieve this. Connect. Disbelieve this on many levels. You log in. Let us go. My spirit is the best spirit. Coming back in, buddy? Oh, here we go. How many times can we load the same graveyard site? Jeez. Does anybody else have issues like this? Is it just me? Am I the only person who refuses to upgrade his computer? I got a... So it's saying... Oh, I'm alive. I had to been because of their mercy. Alright, now we're back on the other... Like, there's 2 different connections I can use to connect to. I'm back on the other one, which is, like, the garbage one. Oh... Which one would we rather do, though? I mean, I'm about to cry. I gotta stay next to him because the dudes will be coming back in any minute. Really say no internet? It is. Alright. Well, yeah, at least we can sort of play. And I can talk as I, like, walk into invisible walls. Which only I can see. How's that for mental health? Oh! I see you. Meant to swing. Dude, I made it through the spikes. What the absolute heck, dude? Every connection's gone? Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice. Oh, we're alive. Thank goodness. So, my mistake. We did not make it through there. Raise your hands if you're sure. I'm about ready. Call it quits. Almost. I'm still trucking through. I'm a good dad. I can't. I want my daughter. Whoa, jeez. To watch her Pokemon. Another reason why I'm kind of by necessity trying to move on to another game. Mike, how am I outrunning you? This just makes no sense. We're making it. 4 bars. It does not lie. So I get to one of the things I'm doing right now is if I talk about life, I won't think about what's going on here. Believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the. Oh, there we go, boys. Let's try this again. So my whole idea behind studying apologetics specifically and studying martial arts, it's all the desire to first off, apologetics gets rid of the lie. Like the media itself, we were talking about the little eye candies and stuff that we get, how we're supposed to just follow. Now the thing is, people get callous to this. This is one of the reasons I believe Trump was a big middle finger to the media, because it, like, you know what? I'm going back. Nothing's chasing me. I got time for this. Because he was a big middle finger to the media and said fake news because this world got into it. Don't worry. No internet again. What is going on here, buddy? Because the middle finger, the media. Wow. Everyone was kind of agreeing with him. Like, yeah, all right, that makes sense. They say they're an agenda, or sins of omission are huge. You can see this stuff constantly. You also got to be careful of the other thing, right? Someone posts a very profound fortune cookie-like saying on Facebook, saying this is absolute truth, that there is no absolute truth. And you look into it, and it's actually, like, the whole article itself is just a clickbait. The title that they gave you is one that just kind of appeals to their own worldview and their narrative, and the whole thing just points to someone else's opinion on the same issue. That is impeachment 101, ladies and gentlemen. They never, oh my gosh, we're actually moving at a decent pace. But the whole, like, the witnesses they had in the impeachment case against Trump was people saying, yeah, he's bad. Yeah, he's bad. I don't think he's good. I don't think he's good. He's bad. They didn't talk to anybody that actually had a legit conversation with him or Rudy Giuliani. So this is fiends, right? I think it's fiends. Good luck, buddy. I hope you didn't just bring the Umbra. I think it's fiends. Just keep firing. Backpedal. Oh, what are you doing here? Oh. We got our connection back right at the right time. Okay, let's get unfired. And then give me some shock. Give me some sugar. Trying to give some cover fire to our brothers over there. Mike, I might be calling on you in a minute. Once we get past this first, like the first one's by far, I think the hardest, just because of the sheer fiend mix. Oh, jeez. After that, it's not so bad. We need more of this stuff, right? It's me to shut up. Oh, we made it. Still do this. The chaos of chaos. See that perfect swing? Perfect phone call. But anyway, yeah, the whole impeachment thing was they didn't have. First off, they did it like so many bad ways. Now, recently, what happened in the Iowa caucuses is you know, they say we want to nationalize everything. We want to make everything great. We want to control your health care, control your everything that we can think of. And they can't even get like the voting tallying right. If they can't do that, like how on earth are they going to do like everything else they say they're going to do? It's very curious, right? They're explaining that, you know, the whole Trump era is a giant mess. What happened? Jeez. That they can't keep their stuff together, that he fires everybody. Yeah, he does. He and again, this is where I go with I don't think his moral character is very good. You can't. There's no lap to sit in. You can't be here, but you can try. Where there's a kitty will, there's a kitty way. My voice is about done. I'm so sorry. That hurt, maybe a little. All right. I know you're adorable, my kitty. I'm ready. Send me in, Captain. Oh, did you see that shot? We can stop these. Okay, well, we're gonna see what happens here in a second, I guess. Once our connection dies horribly, then Moblin comes back to life. I don't know. Oh, that's why. Thank you, Cat, for knocking everything over. Not over here. We're alive. We are not alive. The music just slowly fades away. I want to see what happens to the... I mean, don't you want to see what happens in the end? Give me my connection back. Please. I'm begging you. No internet. That's a lie. No, there's internet there. What kind of crap is this, dude? A cat. Out of all things, my cat comes by, makes out with my thumb drive Wi-Fi thing, destroys my jerry-rigging surfaces, lets me know how silly I am as a human being. Now we can never play again. I can't. Come on, man. I'm begging you. Did we do it? Not giving up. Hey, not giving up today. Nothing's getting in my way. I can't freaking believe my cat and how amazing he is. Destroyed the internet. We're still here. The game did not reject us totally. They're still fighting. I hear it. Oh man, not only did that happen, but in the morning I woke up early. I woke up, went down. I must have gone up and down the stairs like 3 times. I think my cat caught on to this. He's like, you know what? You're not going to feed me or give me lap time. I'm going to throw up right at the bottom of the steps because I know you're in bare feet. I think that's a little bit better than waiting till I put socks on, but still. No, why am I even saying that? that's the positivity in me. At least it's better than. We should not accept such mediocrity from our pets. The better that you just don't throw up in general, cat. We would all appreciate that. Anyway, good job, guys. Thank you for carrying me. Lord knows I need it. We might be a little on fire. Nope. Give me that bonus, son. I feel very fortunate. Gifted, even. We got through that, so. Anyway. I forget what I was talking about. Research, do your homework, value school, education. Why is education important? Because it got us to the technology where we are today. Why? This is where you keep asking why, because back when my political arguments were not as sound, why I believe capitalism is way more moral than a system of thought that believes they should take all your stuff because other people don't want to work. It's basically my argument against socialism versus capitalism. I used to go straight to value. As you ask why enough, it happens everywhere. You said his buddy. I feel very proud of myself. There's nothing there. It goes to value. Because what happens? Why should you... So eventually it goes it's morally right or it's morally wrong if we do this. Capitalism itself is a moral wrong. And why? Oh, because people deserve better. Like, help me out with this. Why do people deserve better? Well, and they'll look at you confused, like, as if everybody knows this. I'm like, well, you need to help me out with this. I mean, the definition of genocide itself is molding your own definition of people who deserve and do not deserve life. That's genocide. What are we doing to kids in the womb that's illegal in America? I mean, the only thing that it's not the passage through the vaginal canal that makes you a person. I'm pretty sure that doesn't really. That's not the qualifier. And I'm gonna throw you against the wall. You're coming back for love. I don't know if I can give it. Destroyed my internet. I mean, that's rage-worthy. It's about as angry as you see me get in a game, by the way. I don't think I can't fully invest myself in something so temporary as this. Look at all these radiance. Weird, this is amazing. You gonna sit? No, yeah, I know. I farted. It's extremely stinky, and you're just gonna have to deal with it. I know your sense of smell is amazing. Not holding that against you. I didn't do it on purpose. I'm just saying. Oh. I saw numbers come out. We hit something. Crying at me is not gonna make me pet you. You need to evolve into some thumbs, get some of that macro evolution going on, and build me another internet. That's what you gotta do. You itch yourself so bad you scratch your nose pretty bad, cat. Okay, I feel a little bad for you. Can't afford like mega flea medication. We just kind of we're preventative. My cat has a flea allergy out of all things. So he, you know, what happens with that is it makes his paws swell if he has fleas on him, even just like one bite. So he itches his paws a lot. He's not totally uncomfortable. Like, he'll sit in my lap for 20, 30, 40 minutes. He doesn't itch all the time. It's just, well, we know he has them. He's not the stagnant, content cat you would expect to be associated with a lap cat. That's all I'm saying. Dude, have I really done a Valance? I've said I would have done it before several times. I think I just legit did a Valance Sudoruska run the whole time. Speaking of Russia and communism. Our weapon system is amazing. You fight hard. Weapon fight hard. Everyone benefits. But anyway, usually, so the other thing that happens, because I have people who believe in relativity. who talk to me as well about things, about philosophy, and they feel the world is getting better. I talked to the young lady about I would never parent another person's kids. And just like everything else she says, because she says she's a liberal Christian, which means she gets to find, basically, that she defines what Christianity is. Where God isn't what you think he is. God is what he says he is. If there is a deity, which I believe can be proven, he will, by either divine intervention, one way or another, write himself into history and what he wants us to do. It's called purpose. Purpose and goodness go hand in hand. So anyway, he's who he says he is. He's not who you think he is. So the inerrancy of scripture and just rewriting stuff and saying homosexuals can be pastors in churches, that's not that according to the Bible. Paul in 1st and 2nd Timothy basically sets up that the higher you go in the church hierarchy of our social values that knit us together, the closer to holiness you should be. I mean, it's right there. Read Timothy. It's 1st and 2nd Timothy. Really, I thought I got something else there. It was weird. Allow me to rain death upon your heads. Oh, I didn't get the kill shot. Oh well. It's amazing how awesome this game is with a stable connection, be it 2-bar or otherwise. It's also been one of the reasons I like playing Spiral Knights. I'm not gonna lie. And I see Northern Lion do it with his Binding of Isaac. I don't have to think very much unless it comes to like critical, networking issues and fending off cats. I don't have to think very much when playing this game. It is what it is. There's no super challenge. There's nothing new. It's a nice, familiar, like, I want a little reward system. I already have my character castle, an armory, and everything else built up. So I'm just gonna have fun with that. And then that's okay. When you lose that challenge and you have like 20 alts, you gotta be careful how far you're besting yourself into something. Yeah, again, I'll throw some Nietzsche at you, right? He said, "What sacred games do we have to invent now that we've killed God and he's bled to death under our knives?" He just took that like a freaking champ and did not care. I mean, it's not often you get hit by a car and you're just like, I mean, I'm not dead. Pain usually makes you stop and be like, all right, yeah, I should probably something about that. Give myself some time to heal. Pain is a very interesting topic. Anyway, can you imagine where this game would have gone if Nick would have invested himself into it just a bit more and Sega would have had no hands in it whatsoever? We can only speculate. I heard there's like different variations of this game elsewhere. The Chinese have a habit of... Can I shoot this? Is it just not a thing? Okay. Chinese have a habit of stealing our stuff. Our, what's it called? Idea copyright infringement? I forget where exactly it's put, but I know the Chinese take our stuff a lot and mold it to their own will. Because communism's the thing there. Again, communism is a leech. They take our stuff and they mold it to their own. It's very tough to have the type of innovation in an area where there is a ceiling everywhere. The exception of the few, and the idea that world's getting better. I'll never show anybody how to raise their kids. Well, what if you go in the specifically the lower class community and the black community has this issue? You have 4 or 5 kids walking around the streets, no parents. Well, what do you do? Well, I guess we can't help raise them. They're just gonna have to be thugs because they'll get raised by the street. That's where that falls apart. It's a philosophy where it's say like you really know. It's good until it's not. What happens if you take America out of the world? What happens? What fills in that space? Is it Europe? Is it communistic Russia? Is it Sharia law from Saudi Arabia? Like, you gotta ask yourself this. The Judeo-Christian worldview, where the Constitution is founded on, it's pretty neat compared to the alternative. And you have to look at the alternative. What happens if you take God out of the equation? Well, yeah, and why not just kill people to make your life easier? If you can't afford them. The other side of that is not to kill the kids because of that. It's people having to take responsibility for their actions, even if they are, made in ignorance. This is a multi-generational story we are living in. The world does not end with us. Actually, it's pretty prophetic when you look at history, and every country that ends with socialism says, yes, the world does end with us. And then it does. And then a new one takes over, and it turns out that they were wrong. It doesn't end with them. Anyway, there you go. I apologize for all the technical issues. I blame my cat, but I still love him. Click the like button, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.